we will need our launch log and some coloring tools today. Once you have those materials, you can open to page 1 of the launch log. We will be drawing pictures of animals that fit under each of these different adaptations. So we will be thinking of an animal that uses camouflage. We will think of an animal that has an adaptation for protection. We will think of an animal that has an adaptation for locomotion. We will think of an animal that has an adaptation for food. Let's start with camouflage. We can go back here and take a look. What animals did we think fit under camouflage? Well, we drew a snake, and we put the polar bear here. The snake blends in with the brown, the polar bear blends in with the white. Pick one of those pictures to draw. You do not have to do the exact same picture that I do, but I'm going to draw a snake. And I'm going to make sure that my snake is brown, because that's what we just said. He was brown in color. Give him a little red tongue that sticks out. And I'm coloring him brown because he blends in with the dirt and the soil. Now, I want to make sure that you're coloring the best you can at home, which means you should be coloring in all the white spaces, and we color inside the lines, and we use colors that make sense. Now, friends, it's really hard to color on a computer like this, so I'm going to say that's good enough for my snake. Again, he blends in with his surroundings, which is dirt. So I might even color this in brown then, and you will see that he blends in. Okay. Now let's think of protection. So we've done camouflage, and now we're talking about the protection, adaptation. Look at these different animals that use protection. We had the ladybug, who used the red coloring to say, "Stop, don't eat me, I'm dangerous, I'm poisonous." We have the porcupine, who has the quills that protect him. And we have the snail with the shell that protects his body. So let's pick one of those to draw. I'm going to draw the ladybug. Now you can pick a different one to draw. You do not have to draw the same one as me. So here's my ladybug. And I picked the ladybug because remember, it warns other animals because it's such a bright color. A couple spots on the ladybug. Okay. It's all right for you to pause the video if I'm going too quickly. You can finish doing your drawing and then we can continue on. Okay, we're now going to go to locomotion. Let's take a look at the animal choices we have here. We have the duck that has the webbed feet that help it swim, and it also has wings that help it fly. We also have the fish that had the slime on it that helped it swim fast in the water. So go ahead and pick an animal that you'd like to draw. I'm going to do the fish. And I'm going to give it some scales. Because it has some slime on it that helps it swim fast in the water. Okay. The last one is food. And we watched a video about an animal that uses an adaptation for getting its food. And that animal was the anteater. Now remember that anteater, he had a long snout with an even longer tongue. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my anteater. Now everyone's going to draw an anteater for this one. So there's his head and his body. I'll give him some legs. Now I want you to remember he had a very long snout. And then coming out of his long snout was an even longer tongue. Remember, the anteater used his tongue to get ants. There's my anteater. When you're done drawing each of your pictures, you need to take a photo and put it onto Seesaw.